Hey, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about mob grazing in the orchard. So we are in northwest Alabama, which since June 10th is geographically about 5 miles north of hell, because it has been no rain. We've had a ½ inch since June 10th and heat index up to 108. Don't rewind that. I'm telling you the truth, 108 has been the heat index. It's been miserable. We've not been able to get out. Even the humidity has dropped with the lack of rain. But as you can tell, I have a little bit of a chest cold now, and that's just from the humidity from the rain that we got from the other day. So, you know, I'm a big proponent of mob grazing. The rooster is excited. I am gonna go ahead and charge up my fence and put my connector on. And I'm going to show you all a little bit about what we're doing. So, yeah, just kidding. Just keep making sure you guys are on the game here. So here's what we're going to be doing. We have apples that are very close to being ready, okay? And we'll be taking them to market in the next week or two. As you can see, here are some of our Granny Smiths. And I want to show you from just the heat. This is something we're just not used to. You can see on some of these beautiful apples that we have raised, this nonsense and this and this. So what are we doing? I'm gonna graze the sheep in here. And you know, you can see, so here we are, as I said, July 10th. You can see the Bahia grass is up almost to my waist. We've not grazed this one time this year. And the reason that we haven't grazed it is because I like to come in right before we harvest the apples and really put down the sheep hard and let them graze. Something that you're going to notice in here, right in here, as we're walking, this is Virginia mountain mint. If you all don't have some of this and you have bees, I highly recommend it. I've done a couple of videos on that. But we put it in the orchard in between the trees. It is a great weed suppressant. The sheep like it. It's got an oil in it that's really good for the gut, and it's a pollinator. So right now with this heat, nothing's really blooming. Everything is just miserable. Everything is just dead and hot and dusty. Mountain mint, the pollinators are tearing that up. So here's what we're doing. We will mob graze this. This is about 150 feet by 100 feet. You can see we've got, here's some of our Stamen wine sap apples right here. More of the mountain mint. You can see over in here how thick this has gotten. You know, we are big on the mob grazing. So if you look right here, I mean, you can see just how thick and lush this is. The sheep are gonna absolutely love it. And when you pull this back, here's the big thing I want you guys to see. When you pull this back, this is just an area I've just randomly picked. Look at the seeds where we have allowed it to continue to seed out. This is all from last year, okay? But look at the seed from the seed heads. All that's just going right down in there, okay? You can see, even with all that we've had, look at that, okay? That's the beauty of letting things grow and mob grazing. So my worry in this that I've not had before is I've got a couple of extra trees up here. So this started off as a 28 tree apple orchard. We've, over time, as the apples, the fire ants have eaten the roots out of the apples, I've replaced those with persimmon. I've got a persimmon over there. I've got a pear here. This is one of our big producers right here. I mean, again, look at how thick this grass is. And we're talking about a full month. We're talking about a full month with no rain. This is why you want to mob graze, and you don't want to just let your animals stay long term. They're going to hit this. Most pastures around my area right now are right down to the nub. I have friends that are already feeding hay. This is where we're at. And this is one of like 20. I'm going to show you another one up here. On some of our other apples, again, you can see what we're running into with this heat. It's just an absolute shame, but we've got a nice harvest of trees this year. But here's what we're running into. Here's my worry in all this thicket. This is a mulberry I planted from the Arbor Day sale, free tree. Love that, a red mulberry. But here's the concern I have. This is my pampered Pakistani mulberry tree that you all may have seen the video I had on pruning. This has been pruned back or it would be bigger. I'm gonna have a pep talk with the sheep. And I'm gonna tell them, you can come in there and graze and you can have it all. Do not eat or rub up against my Pakistani mulberries. I've got 3 of them in this orchard. I'm very concerned, I'm very worried because I don't want them coming in, and some of them are bigger girls than others. I don't want them laying over and breaking off this Pakistani mulberry. I'm gonna take the chance. I'm gonna take the chance. You gotta take the chance. So these will be released in this tomorrow. Okay, they'll be released in this tomorrow. I've got them in a holding pattern up here, you can see. And this little holding plot just kind of works out the way that it is. Not by choice, it just kind of came in. But they've been on this for a full week. I've got my chicken tractor in there. They've been in here for a week. And then today we enticed them, Savannah and I enticed them and got them into this little holding spot. And they will be here until tomorrow morning. You guys want to come down and say hello? Yeah, they're probably not in the mood. It's hot. So tomorrow morning I will come up here and I will basically open this up, and they will have this whole area to graze. Again, guys, I want to point out the importance of mob grazing and constantly moving your sheep. I don't worm, okay? I don't have to. I'm moving my sheep, and I know that the Greg Judys and some of these other guys are saying every day. I have a full-time job. Right now, my paddocks are good for about a week. They were in here for a week. They'll be in here for a day. They'll be in here for about a week, maybe less. It's all gonna matter how much they eat. And then I have planted all of this, which we're gonna do a video on. I've planted all of this in Paradobic sunflowers, sorghum Sudan grass, and brown top millet. And it's coming in nicely. But right now my focus on that is not anything other than just to get some ground cover down, some weed control. So that's really what I'm focusing on with that. But that's it for the video for today. Tomorrow they'll be in here and they'll be grazing. We'll follow up with them later. Thanks.